Okay, I installed the Vogel trigger in my Glock a few months ago. It's a great kit. The trigger's really polished and it's really improved my one-handed shooting for sure. But it comes with three different striker springs, so you could tune your trigger a little bit. And I ran into a little problem where I had light strikes, so I just put the factory back in and kind of blew it off. Then then I realized that still had some light strikes, and I found that my striker was worn and misshapen some. So now I'm going to go back, and now that I got my recoil spring and everything just like I like it, I'm getting close to the match time. I just want to try these striker springs out one more time. And then I took my old striker and kind of filed it down a little bit. It's pretty hideous looking, but it's a little bit longer than a normal striker now. So I'm going to try that if need be, just to kind of test to see if a longer striker will hit the primers a little bit better. So I've got some factory ammo that I'm going to test, some Federal, and it's supposed that's where I'm going to start my test. And then I took a couple of different kinds of my reloads to test. So I'm going to work my way down like it's labeled. So it's a 5-pound spring first, and then a 4.5. I think this is where I want to be, but it's kind of interesting how much longer that spring is than this spring. But and then the 4-pound, if we can go that low. I doubt it. I really don't want to, but it might be nice. But I would like to be right in here, but really hope this works at all. So it could not work at all. So I want to get everything gear-wise set on my gun for the next few weeks and not change anything for the last couple weeks for the match would be great. But I've got some more parts coming in Wednesday. Then I won't change anything else, I think. Alright, I'm back for another freezing cold day at the range. Freezing Monday morning. I put the 5-pound striker spring in my Glock 34, and man, it makes a huge difference. That striker spring, I really didn't realize how big a difference that's going to make. This is much softer, and I'm kind of concerned it's not going to light these rounds off. So I got 5 rounds of factory ammo here. Let's see if I'll detonate these primers. Nope. I knew that was like way too light. And you can even hear it. It is real, just barely. Tick, tick. I thought that was way too light. So, there is a little bit of a dent in there, but these are factory rounds, like I said. So, it's not setting these off. It's not going to set my reloads off. So, you know what? It was such a huge difference. I'm going to go ahead. That was a 5-pound. I'm going to go ahead and try the 4-pound and see where we're at. Okay, so off camera, I just shot a couple extra rounds just to see if it would go off, and everything went off. Even that round that didn't go off a second ago. So, I don't know. So this is still a 5-pound spring. Okay, there's a light strike. I don't know. Okay, I got the 4.5 in there now, and it feels much heavier than the 5. I don't know if it was mislabeled. It went on a lot more difficult. I don't think that 5-pound spring. I might have messed it up. I might have got them in the wrong bag because I've had it out of the bag before. But so this is 4.5. Let's try some factory ammo. Factory Federal ammo, 4.5 striker spring. There's a light strike. Yeah, it's a round looking hole. Looks like a 1911 striker. Definitely doesn't look like a Glock striker hit. Alright, let's try some factory ammo. This is my most recent hand loads. Almost, man. Yuck. Alright. Let's try that other striker. Alright, so this is my old striker that was misshapen. I kind of reshaped. It's a little bit longer. And it causes malfunctions. It doesn't let the round come in because the firing pin's too long. I don't know. Let's try it. I'm going to set this to the side. It's a little bit bigger dent, but it doesn't look like a Glock striker dent. Alright, let's try the factory. I mean, these are my hand. Oops. That kind of works. That was a factory round. Egads. Don't know what to do now. Okay, I put the factory striker back in. 4.5 spring. I kind of stretched it just a little bit. We'll see if it runs. Dang it. So it's funny how I finally have a match where I don't have any gun issues. It seems like I've had a gun issue every single match for a while now. And then the first Monday after that match, I go change out striker springs and I try to make my gun not work again. So going back to the way it was, I'm not upgrading any parts. I'm just gonna put some new magazine release and stuff in it, and I'm gonna quit messing with my gun. You know, I don't want to get seduced by that wonderful trigger pull. It was really nice, but it's not necessary. You know, I can shoot straight enough with that trigger, and that trigger's really good from where I started at. So it's just one of those funny things. I did get some practice in, and with with the light primer strikes, it really shows in the video how no flinching and stuff. It looked pretty good, so I'm pretty pleased with that. At least, I got some practice on that, and I got some confirmation that I'm not flinching. So, wasn't such a bad day. 2 shots freestyle, 2 shots strong hand, 2 shots weekend. Everything I want to start from the bench. Support. 250. Support. 262. 270.